All right, time to match some transistors. This one right here is now being put to the side as a backup instead of my main jig, as I say, my helper that makes things a lot quicker. And now we've moved over to this. Now, one thing I am going to do probably later is undo all these bolts, and I'm going to buy the same exact label maker that Tech9 uses, and I'm going to shine this bad boy up and polish it and everything, and then clear it so that it looks great. And of course I'll tape all this up or whatever, but anyway, I've used this once already and it made things a lot more easier. So now I am about to match 150 2879 standards, which are right there, and we've got some in here as well. So this will be not the most I've ever matched at once, but it will be a good bit. And I got my numbers right here, and usually the biggest stacks fall in around here usually, but we'll see what happens. Let's get to matching these transistors that will soon possibly be at your home, or whoever purchases these bad boys. The old Gatekeeper transforming into matching mode. I'll be back. I didn't hold on to it. There we go. 40. This is how it goes. Just gotta make sure to hold it down. Not a lot of pressure, just a tad bit of pressure. Just enough for the leads to touch the pads there. It's a 41. Now here soon, what I want to do is make a modification to this. I've had this idea for a little while now, where basically I'll put the transistor in here just like this, and I'm gonna buy another Atlas, probably the blue one, and basically open the Atlas up and solder 2 wires for this button right here, okay, and run the wires probably out with these wires, but basically they will go up under here to the point to where there will be a little button sitting up under here. So when I put the transistor in here like this and press down on the transistor, it presses that button. Okay, that's the goal. So basically I won't never have to come over here and press this at all. I'll just put the transistor in here and it presses the button, and I'll look and see what we have. That thing's got a nice little auto cutoff there to save the battery. What was that, 36? 36. All right, we'll be back. Put me something on to listen to, because this can be a timely process. And I'm doing this for y'all. For me too, because I got OCD and I want to make sure these things match. So anyway, as you can see here, This is how it usually turns out. When I go to matching myself, when I get these, you'll have some scattereds, transistors that are scattered like this. And they'll usually, the majority of them will fall under 3 to 4, sometimes 5, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those are only 38 to 42. The actual number doesn't mean anything. We're just using a number as a reference to make sure. And what does this actually mean? You know, to someone that doesn't understand HFE, beta, alpha, all this stuff about BJT, bipolar junction transistors, okay? This is in correspondence with how much voltage it takes to actually turn the transistor on for current to begin flowing through the transistor, conventionally or non-conventionally. You know, non-conventional electrons are going to be flowing through the emitters on. So that means this stack of transistors right here, every single one of them turn on at the same exact voltage. Let's see if I can show you this on the fly. Let me see if I can find 2 transistors in a row. All right, 40. Remember 40. We're going to scroll through here and look at what the voltage it takes to turn on. 0.622. Okay, remember that. 0.622. 0.622. All right, that's a 37. 0.622. Let's remember that. Let's just look at that for the fun of it. See how it's a different one, 0.620. Let's find there's a 40 again, 0.622. That's a 41. 0.622. Easiest thing for me is just pick one up from over there. All right, that 41. 0.604. 0.622. See how that's 0.621 for 39? So if it was 40, it'd be 0.622. Let's grab one from this stack. .621. See, it's right there at it. So this thing is very fine when it comes to that. So that's what that means. Okay? Because even though you see 0.621, see, it could be 0.6214 or whatever. So matching them like this is going to make sure the transistors cut on right there at the same exact voltage. I'm talking about within a very, very fine tolerance. Does that mean anything with a Class C amplifier? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. Because the thing about these transistors, let's say you have 4 transistors, okay? One cuts on at 0.64. This one cuts on at 0.645. This one cuts on at 0.643. This one cuts on at 0.647. All right, let's say the HFE is 38, 42, 43, 37. As soon as you key those transistors up 1 or 2 times, the HFE of all 4, if the amplifier is built correctly with all the proper components all matched, the transistors will literally even themselves out HFE wise. I'm about to say HIV. Let's hope these things ain't got HIV. HFE. Wow. Dang, Gatekeeper. They'll level themselves out. So, there you go. All right. Now, I was just wanting to come back real quick just to show you how the matching is going. And it's just this simple, y'all. If y'all need HGs, y'all need to stock up on some HGs. The cheapest person you can buy these from right now at the moment is yours truly. I'm not making hardly no profit off these. Very little profit. Okay? Very little profit. But I'm doing that for a reason. Okay? I was the first United States distributor for HG. Everything was going great. I was the one that started flowing HG into the economy of the United States. I was the very, very first one. And everything was going amazing. I mean, I was rocking and rolling. And I was using eBay to sell on. One day, I had a big order get hung up in customs for some reason. And what's so crazy is this has never happened again ever since. This has never, not one time, happened again since. I had a order get hung up in customs on me, okay? And like an idiot, I'm sitting here telling you, I'm calling myself an idiot. But, you know, I wasn't experienced well enough in this business, in this type of business. I didn't cease my eBay sales. I should have ceased all eBay sales, stopped them immediately, but I didn't. So when that finally did, the package finally did get to me, I didn't even have nowhere near enough transistors to supply everybody that had sold. So I'd already messed up right there. Because even once I supply them, now these other people are having to wait. You know, and I have to get the money from them to do my next order. And I just didn't realize what I was doing. I was new to it, new to this type of business, an amateur, but I learned quick because that got my eBay account canceled very quick because of just people waiting. And each and every single person that was waiting that long period of time, I was giving free transistors to them because that's the type of guy I am, man. If it takes too long, if there's an issue like that, I like to do something for the customer. It's just who I am. I've always been a very giving person. My mother told me that when I was young that she would have to make sure to watch me very, very closely or I would give all of my toys away to other kids. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with that. But and basically I didn't stop selling HGs at that moment, but it hurt me pretty bad. It dwindled my stock down dramatically, and I've just been very slowly just kind of selling a little bit behind the scenes until about a year ago I said, you know what, I'm ready to rise back up, man. I'm ready to dust myself off. This separated completely from everything else I do. I want to rise back up and do this thing right, man, and really make a mark out there. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm selling them as cheap as I am so that I can really get myself out there real well. And then once I launch my website, I got a lot of cool things coming, y'all, a lot of cool things. Once I launch my website, then I'm going to have to go to retail at that point, or very, very close to retail. But the cool thing about it, this is what I'm saying, anybody, you might want to jump in and order some transistors if you need them. If you don't need them, order in anyway. You probably are going to need them at some point, because this is why I'm saying this. Anybody that has ordered from me before the point that I launch my website will receive something that no one will receive from that point on. That is, you will receive a code, a promo code, to continue purchasing the transistors at the price currently. I mean, how can you beat that? All you got to do is order once. I don't care if you order one transistor from me. Anybody that ordered from me before that point is going to receive a code. And also, I'm not going to get deep into this at this point, at this current time. What the heck are you doing, bud? Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You bothering that poor little, what the heck is that? I don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, go ahead and take care of that, Jack. Enjoy your snack, buddy. enjoy your snack. You're free to kill at will. But I'm going to be coming out with my own cryptocurrency. And it is basically going to be some really cool stuff. And basically, whoever owns a Gatekeeper coin, I don't really know what I'm going to name it, what the ticker's going to be, but whoever owns the Gatekeeper cryptocurrency will get perks, percents off, a discount off different things. There's going to be certain type of perks. And I'm also going to be coming out with an NFT, a non-fungible token. And I don't really want to let loose yet what I'm going to be doing that for. But all I'm going to say is it's going to be connected to teaching, connected to working a little bit one-on-one to the guys that really want to learn how to build their own amplifiers for themselves, repair their own amplifiers for themselves. And that's all I'm going to say. That's what the NFT is going to... I don't want to say anymore. It is going to be really cool. I done digressed all the way out here in the left field somewhere, so let me get back to tuning y'all. We'll be back. All right, so here's the deal. Anybody needing HG transistors? Right now, I'm fully stocked. I got HG 2879s, 2879Cs, 2290s, 1446s, and 454s. So, don't call. I should have wrote that on there. Don't call. Text. Because if you do call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to respond to you with a text message. Because I don't know at what point of time this happened, but somehow my phone number got dramatically put out there somewhere that has been sold over and over and over and over. I get a massive amount of spam calls every day. It is just insane. So it got to the point where I don't even want to answer my phone. So what I do, if I talk to somebody, just a decent conversation through text, I'll get their name and save their name in my contacts. So if they ever hit me up again, I'll know who it is. But basically, text. I'm not going to say these prices out loud. I haven't been doing that for a couple of reasons. The price of these are between me and you. I'll send you a list of how much they cost. But like I said, they are heavily discounted. Let's put it that way. So text me here. And like I say, the most common way of purchasing these is you give me your email address. I'll send you an invoice, which I am using PayPal for the invoicing system. You can then pay with your PayPal account. But if you don't have a PayPal account, that is perfectly fine. You just check out as a guest, and you can pay with a debit or credit card. That's the cool thing about PayPal is I can accept money without you having a PayPal account. If you just absolutely don't want to do that, Cash App is the next option. If you absolutely don't want to do that, then money order or something like that. Which usually the only people that's done stuff like that are people that are buying larger orders and stuff. But I will do that if that's the only way that you absolutely can. And then you've got the next option of crypto. If you are into cryptocurrencies and you have any type of crypto, I pretty much can accept any form of cryptocurrency, any main crypto, if it's on the Ethereum blockchain, if it's on the Binance blockchain, the Matic blockchain, Avalanche blockchain, pretty much anything. I like USDT and USDC stable coins, but here's how they turned out, all matched. So the majority of, now take a look at this. I have these over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that are very high in HFE. 87's written on them, using their curve tracer. And these are all by themselves over here, very high HFE. But see, this is why I do like to do this. Okay, let's go look at the lowest. This is 150 transistors. Let's go look at the lowest. The lowest is right here by itself. 1. So you can tell this right here is going to be good to use as a driver for a 1x4 or 1x whatever. 29 on the Atlas. Now, y'all do understand the Atlas is only working with 5 volts and very low current. We don't really care about that. We just want to have some type of scope, some type of reference to go by. So that's what we're using an Atlas. If you use something that's working with more current, it's giving more voltage, then the HFE is going to be higher. But we're just using these numbers as a reference. We don't even care what they are. We're just using them as a reference, okay? So 29, all right, with the highest of 48. So subtract that and you'll see, here we got a call coming in. I'm going to let that be it, y'all. This is a sweet thing calling. Shoot me a text if you need some HGs, y'all. God bless 73s from the Gatekeeper. Bye-bye.